Welcome to Biomutant.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Biomutant. In the last episode, we deviated from going after the first World Eater so we could find Click, I think is his name, or Clink, someone who could help us get through a few doors that might have been locked. And we were able to locate some... Oh, what did we get for him? I can't remember now. But we got something for him, and with this, he was able to upgrade our Power Fist so that we could break through other objects that we weren't able to break through earlier. I'm going to make the assumption that this might get us through that one door that we left over by Gloop earlier. So we're going to go back to him and see if we can access that door that we couldn't earlier. Actually, was that door near Gloop? No, that door was where the quacks were. So we're going to try to go back there and see if we can open that door. And then we'll go back to Gloop as well, or Goop? Gloop. His name is Gloop. And we'll turn in the fact that we got the quacks and see if we get the cannon from him. So let's get into the game and do that. Alright, everyone. We're back. Let's go ahead and head back to Goop. We'll let him know that we got the quacks. He'll probably design for us a quack cannon. And then we'll take a peek around the Subnautica station and or go back to the quack cave and see where I did leave that one door. I really do think it was in the quack cave. So I think we'll go back there first. Actually, the place near Goop is right there. And it was right... Whatever location it was that had that door we couldn't break down was... We encountered it right away. So, I guess we'll make a quick stop by the cave by the area we got the original Goop glider parts from, near Gloop. Alright, everyone, so before we go too much further, you guys should know that I'm probably going to record just one more video for Biomutant. When I had begun this series, I mentioned that this game was being recorded completely 100% blind, and that was absolutely the case for the first video. And then the next 5 videos I had pre-recorded never made it up to my channel because, well, the gamma was too dark. And I was actually super glad now, in retrospect, or am super glad, that they never arrived on my channel because I was extraordinarily harsh on the game in them. The videos that actually made it up instead, I was much more lenient on the game. You won't believe how down I was on this poor game. The game itself, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with a very quick summary, it's not a bad game. It took me a little bit of time to get used to the camera controls in combat, and while I think there is some balancing issues there, in particular guns are extraordinarily powerful compared to melee weapons, or at least that's my playstyle makes that the case. I'm no longer fighting the camera as much as I originally was. The no hard lock on the camera, unlike games like The Witcher 3 or Dark Souls, made me rely on its AI to determine what it is the camera is going to be locking on, and that was very painful as I was trying to understand the game. So I'm very glad those initial videos never made it up on my channel. But in any case, yeah, I'm thinking one more video and we're done with Biomutant. So, it's not a bad game. I don't regret my time playing it. I probably will not play it anymore because I'm going to wait for several other patches to come out and see if they maybe add a little more depth to the story for the game. I went ahead and did some reading about what other people thought about the story in particular, because I was curious about the World Eaters and the clan war that you were getting involved in. And sure enough, even if you join the light side, you'll be fighting all the other clans. And if you join the light or dark side, you still have to kill all the World Eaters. So I feel like they could have done that differently, and I'm hoping maybe they'll come back and revisit the story and change things later. I feel like they really missed an opportunity with the instead of having a light side, dark side, we talked about this before, I feel like they really should have done something with technology versus nature. They could have had completely different upgrades, different weapons or abilities for you to use depending upon which path you chose. It would make more sense to go all in on one of them as well, rather than kind of meander about which one you want it to be, which is the case for my character currently, about light side or dark side. I think other patches are in the works. The developers for the game, to my knowledge, are being very responsive to criticism. At least they have been on the Steam forums. I don't know about on GOG. I don't really go to GOG a whole lot any longer. Decided to update my downloads. Whatever, Tim, you're babbling. So, yes, I am glad to have played the game for a bit. I'll be curious to see where direction they take this game in the future. But it probably will not have any other videos up on my channel other than me doing a quick review for the game. I'm hoping I might even make the review the final video for this, the next episode. So, on that, everyone, if you're looking for any more, like, really super in-depth or more story stuff for Biomutant, there's not going to be any more of that here. We're probably going to do a little bit of exploring in this video. I'll talk about Biomutant for a little bit longer, but, and about just, and that'll be like more like a meta talk about it, about my time playing the game. But we're not going to do any more story stuff. We won't even be reaching the first World Eater. Nice! Oh, interesting. Oh, we get a flashback. Alright, I must be going. I was expecting a lot more action from that cutscene. All we got was a quick look at the World Eater. I got the impression he was supposed to tell us about how it took out of Date's leg, but we didn't see that at all. Oh well. I thought we might get to actually play as Out of Date for a little bit there. Okay. So we suppose we have the cannon. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, okay, so these parts change the look of the back of our goo glider. I think I like the look of the dragtail the best. It makes it look like one of those, oh, I forgot, the bikes from Star Wars? It looks like these don't have any actual application whatsoever in how they adjust the goo glide. They only change what it looks like. A shame I can't actually see the propeller, so I can see which one I would prefer to use. But I guess since I can't see it, it doesn't really matter then. Alright, I think that... I really do think what we need to go is the Quack Cave, if I want to find that one door. So let's see if our upgraded Power Fist can knock that down. Alright, so... I've been very harsh on the game during my few videos I have uploaded on it. And I think, to try to balance that, this might be actually the last video. This video will be very kind to it, and I'll talk about the things I really do like about the game. So, some of it may seem a bit odd for me to actually say how much I like a very certain thing that no one else will actually care about. But, well, maybe you guys will also agree with me. So, first off, I like the speed at which our goo glide has moved and our character has walked and ran. It feels right. If you've watched my content for any length of time, you guys know that I like this. I like traveling everywhere. I don't like I like walking places. I don't like taking fast travel. And when I say walking, I mean walking. I will walk. If the game gives me the option to move my character more slowly, the option to make them look like they're walking, I will absolutely do that all the time. I love it. I think it's realistic. I've done this since I've been playing the old Quest for Glory games way back in the 80s. And this game's speed of the walking feels right, and the character looks good as he's walking. The fact that we can accelerate a little faster, the goo glide feels right also. Like, this is a good speed. I really like it. I'm sure if I was riding the mounts a bit, they would probably feel right also. They've gotten things good there. The fighting... So, I've heard that people complain that it's very repetitive. That you're fighting the same things pretty often. But I'll be honest, that's most of the open world games I've played. Your MMOs... Apparently no one's played an MMO before who criticizes this game of that. There's a great deal more variety in these enemies than, say, in Star Wars The Old Republic, where I was doing the same exact motions every single time for every single creature I was fighting, for the most part, once I reached, like, level 20 in that game. The Witcher 3, most of what you fight exactly the same. Like, the humanoids, they're exactly the same, for the most part. So I don't know. We've fought in a few large creatures. The clan war seems interesting. The members of the Myriad tribe do feel different compared to others. So I think they did a good job there. Oh, was I wrong, by the way? I might have been wrong about the place where I could have gone to. Darn it! I think I was. So this is where the quacks were, right down there. And I thought there was a door we could break, so it must have been the place near Goop instead. Bah! Let's check up here really quick. Maybe I just missed it. Right? It wasn't here, was it? No, those are some sort of store database or something. Yeah, this all feels good to me. I like all this. Oh, that was how we got back up here, Tim. Oh! I see. I'm a moron. So the door we could have unlocked earlier... Actually, we couldn't have unlocked because it wasn't able to be unlocked. That was the shortcut back to this area. Okay. Well, now I know. The game's very pretty. It's a very, very pretty game. Again, it reminds me of, like, The Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is a very, very pretty game as well. So, the game looks great. This area, the world looks amazing. I really like the look of the rocks. They did a great job with the trees. I like the way the water moves and flows. The creatures have this interesting dynamic of being very fierce-looking and cute at the same time, which is interesting. An interesting way to do it. I like it, actually. Feels like we're fighting actually dangerous Pokemon all over the place. And hold on, I see a magic altar. We're gonna pray there really quick. And I'll probably mention all these same things when I actually do get a review of the game up eventually. Maybe that'll happen sometime this year. The narrator's voice acting, and indeed the voice acting for the game, what little of it there is well done. Again, I think the narrator is the bartender from the Vermintide series. He sounds exactly like him to me. I'll have to see if I can find his name and verify if that's the case or not. But I think he's done a good job. I would have preferred him to only... So I like the option that was added in with the recent patch where I can disable the narrator when I'm talking to the other designants of the world we find ourselves in. As opposed to, say... he is always talking at all the time. And I like that we can also turn him off for most of the conversations, because I don't really need him saying small quips as I'm exploring the world. I didn't get that involved into the crafting system, so I can't really talk too much more about that, unfortunately. Let's see, where am I? Oh, okay, we're right near this rival outpost, so why don't we go ahead and do another rival outpost fight? So... that's that, right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. But the crafting system seems like it is rather fun to get involved in. I can see you spending quite some time hunting down enemies. You can kill them, take their...
Dump outpost, shined up by the Myriad tribe.
And 1 second, we're... Oh, I thought that was a... Is this? This is. This is. Something that gives us parts. One of those totems. Crap, I forget what it was just... Oh, the crafting system. So, I like it. I think it's probably powerful if you invest more time in it, which I am obviously not going to be doing on screen. But it looks... I do like the option for you to craft all the weapons or parts that you want. I think it's super important that you pay attention to what you're also trying to upgrade at those balloons with the upgrade stations, because you probably want to make a high quality weapon and then upgrade it, because otherwise I feel like you're probably wasting a lot of bits and parts. And I think that 59 is where we want to go, because I don't think we're allowed in on this side of it. For the sound effects, I think the sound effects are well done with the game, but I think they're oddly loud, as we just heard. I get the impression what we just heard is down by the lake, but we're nowhere near that, so maybe there's some audio issues my game's in particular having. I like the speech that the narrator uses. It seems very realistic to me. You guys Myriad tribe members, are we killing you? You have a quest. I don't care about your quest. Alright, let's do this. Oh, is it us all alone?
There's the sovereign who runs this outpost.
Invaded.
It's their last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender.
So this one's like that. Oh my goodness, the first boss we fought. The cat. Holy crap! Okay, I'm supposed to jump over that. 1 second. Nope, that's the wrong thing to do. Oop, that was. I used 2 of them.
The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Oh, that...
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Yes, capitalism! Oh, I'm dressed to kill. Are we wearing the entire outfit or just the hat? Hold on. Is this also actual gear that we got that affects our character? So it's worth more money, but our old gear's much better. At least our chest piece is. Okay, as cool as their gear looks, I kind of like our other gear better in looks. Like, their gear doesn't look bad. And if my gear didn't look as good as I think it looks, and have the stats that it has, I might actually use it instead. Oh, you know what? This looks pretty good, doesn't it? The jumper is much better stat-wise. But this looks pretty cool. You gotta admit this looks pretty cool for our guy. So we'll stick with this. All right, that battle was a big mess. The camera was a little, so I guess some criticism now. That camera was way too close to the action, and I couldn't tell what was happening half the time because of how low the camera was. I couldn't tell what the creature was doing, and we got hit by every single thing it used. Thankfully, though, it was only that creature we had to fight and nothing else. Do I care about the shops? I don't think I do. So we're supposed to go to the next... What? We're supposed to go to the next rival fort. I don't care about your quest. We're supposed to go to the next rival fort, but we're not gonna. Let's think. Let's see what else is around us for quests. And then we'll make up our minds to where we're going. Oh, well, actually, it looks like we found the shops after all. So I guess we'll see what they have for sale really quick. You sell the mount. I like to look at that one better, but it's still not a robot, so we're not going to be buying it. A light bulb. We'll buy a light bulb. And as for clothes... the leather vest is better than... Well, what we're currently... I have a better vest in my inventory that I'm not wearing at the moment. The scrap pad is nice, actually. Oh, this is a legendary item. Good quality. Best material possible. Diam. Sure, we'll take this.
A done deal.
Alright, let's go ahead and quickly get ourselves outfitted then. Let's think. So, left shoulder. Yep, this new one. Okay, so... let's sell anything we don't need. To make up for the fact that we did just buy this. I'm never going to wear the jaggy pants. I don't think there's anything like a stash, so I can't leave them there. I guess we will hold on to them, but they're not very good compared to the pants we currently have. All they have is just armor. I don't think there's a way for us to make our current pants look like this. There's no, like, illusionist like there was in World of Warcraft, so that you could make yourself look a certain way. And our collar jumper is probably much better than the Jagny jacket. Oh yeah, the stats are amazing on this compared to the Jagny, but we'll wear our Jagny anyway. I like the helmet, so we're keeping that. So we don't want this any longer. Oh right, I liked this Mongol hat too in the last episode, but we'll just sell it. Wait, I don't have the.
Fair enough, all around.
I don't have the Jagny hat on. Why are you saying you have the Jagny hat on? No, that's the Jagny hat. That's the bamboo hat. Alright, let's see what weapons are for sale here. Actually, I don't have any money for it, so that doesn't matter. And we don't have the parts needed to upgrade anything. Speaking of parts, though, I guess we'll quickly break down... Oh, crap. What was it I have to break down? It was our inventory. It was in our... This. A light bulb. Let's scrap it. I guess we should get all these things on the map, right? Which we need to do. We need to interact with these people. It's a bit tricky actually knowing what's better for you here when you go to the merchants, because we don't get to compare, like, our armor, we can compare what he sells directly with the gear we're wearing. But when it comes to weapon parts, I'd have to remember what our current weapon does? Oh, more of you guys. You guys are normally near the oil. That was a fun little fight. I didn't expect to actually fight monsters out here. It also looked like someone else was helping us briefly. Hey! And we get a magic totem. So that's enough that we could... Oh, we're balanced now. Okay. Oh, is that not... Okay. I don't know where the magic is. let's not care. Where's the... There they are. Let's get some dark side points. Kill it! Loud and squeaky. It's a good way to get... Let us know where you are so we can get those dark side points. Let's see what the fisherman has to say, and then we'll take a look at our quests and see where we're going next. Understands completely. This does not look safe. Oh, this must be the goop that we need the goop glider for. And I suppose we learned that the 4 areas have different types of damage associated with being in that area. So I suppose for the puff we're supposed to kill, it must be this goo, which must be, I guess, the a toxin damage type. Let's see, am I allowed to summon... Our goo glider? We are. Okay. So what's near us for other quests? Let's see. Is there any other side quests here? I'm not doing the pyromaniac. Gulp isn't shaped to go anywhere. It's the power of his mind. That's kind of near us. So we'll get some more radium syrup then. Oh, hold on. It's another 500 bucks here. Alright, let's see if we can get some more scrap and see what treasures by the buoy. You know, that using the tractor there, the rope, reminds me a little bit of those in the Empire Strikes Back. What were they called? Those the gliders the rebels used to destroy the AT-ATs. I like it. Oh, we got another jumper, but this one's arguably worse than what we're currently wearing. We have a jumper plus though in our inventory already, right? If I was wearing this, the new one is nowhere near as good. So let's just scrap it. If I was to scrap their jacket, the stats are so bad on their jacket, but it looks so cool. It looks so cool. We gotta look cool.
Tread soft. That's a monster nest, if ever I've seen one.
We saw one of these before, but we weren't able to find the monster. And here's its footsteps. I think this is kind of what, like, the creature we just killed. This must be where it normally would have patrolled. I see a bunch of... Okay. Hello. What are you doing here? Okay. What am I missing? Are you hiding anything? The dialogue choices don't make much sense in the game either. Have we been here before? We haven't, right? It feels like we've been here before. There's no boss here. It feels like this is where he should be. Is he out roaming? I guess he's out roaming somewhere. Let's see if there's anything left around that would normally be guarding. Oh, I like the bamboo. That looks great. Oh, there is something here. Some rocks. Oh no, the bird. Well, that stinks. There's no boss here and there's no treasure here. Well, I mean, realistically, not everything needs a creature or treasure. Most of the world's probably filled with nothing. All sorts of other pilgrims would have found it already, other adventurers would have already cleared it out or the like. So, I suppose this is realistic. Alright, well then let's go towards where Goop is. And if it is underground, we'll put back on the good equipment rather than just the cool looking robes. I guess the Jagdi outfit will, the chest plate in particular, will be something I wear when I'm walking around and don't anticipate getting into any battles. Oh, some sort of skyscraper. What was that, do you think? And a radio tower over there. Some more scrap. I want to move that and see what treasure's below it. Do you guys know if... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, Tim. You're not going to play this game any longer. Or very, very rarely. Is that a monster? No, that is just a plant bouncing up and down. But we want this. We want all that cash. And ooh, look at the vines up ahead. Oh, are those the roots from the Tree of Life? Yeah, that must be it. That must be one of the giant roots. We are facing northeast, though. Oh, but no, we are indeed close to the puff. That would be right there. Alright, well, let's go over here instead and find the undersurf for Gulp. And I guess since I am anticipating going underground. We'll wear the collar jumper instead. Ooh, I like this plant.
It's an undersurfer. all alone without anyone in it. Yet.
This is the type of plant we need to find those little creatures, right? The creature we merged with the tree of life? No. It was pink, right? I thought it was, but that's apparently not it. Oh, the Undersurfer is an old submarine. I like that. That's a great name for this. I really do like the language that these creatures use to describe things. It seems very fitting. Okay, so that's where we're supposed to go. Ooh! These look like sea snail shells. Just pants. Alright, let's go ahead and break down our just pants, because those are pretty much garbage. Just a water bottle. Diver's helm. Armor. Oh! Is that it? Oh! I was hoping for like a dungeon to explore. Oh, here's a TV. Though it doesn't actually work. And a hammock here too. It feels like someone should be living here. Oh well. Alright, so let's take a look at that helmet. I'm probably not wearing it, even if it's better than what I'm currently wearing. And it is. It is much better than what we're currently wearing, but I think it looks ridiculous we are not wearing it. We're going to keep our bamboo hat. I'd rather even use the Jagni headwear. Yeah, I thought we'd have another fight for some more radium, but that wasn't the case at all. Why did we... I thought we were going to the Undersurfer for more radium. Oop. That was not what I wanted you to do. Let's get more planks. Take that. Random artwork. See how much you like making the world prettier. We don't care about that. Let's see if... Is this a tunnel? No, more the submarine. Alright, well, what's next, Tim? What else positive can I say about the game? There's a good framework here to work with. It feels like this game should be in... Oh, there's another, hold on. We've seen this guy before. If we talk with this guy, don't we get another, like, special power for our automaton. Oh, speaking of that, our automaton has a special power. I completely forgot about it. We didn't activate it during the last fight. So let's talk with this guy first. Yep, I see him. I see him, camera. I see him! The only thing that would make that better is if it then zoomed in and out on him several times. Yes, hello! We had a fight last time we talked with you, with one of our memories.
Sometimes what you'll see doesn't feel real until it brings you back to that particular moment, like stepping into a time machine.
So all I'm really doing here is just mashing the button over and over again. There we go. That's a better camera angle. And I'm occasionally hitting block as well, in case he decides to try to do as a QTE on me. Ooh, that was a good leap.
It's hard to shake these memories and their accompanying feelings. Our brains play tricks on us, so it will take effort to avoid them. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different.
I don't understand these at all. What's the point of these? I don't understand these at all. What's the point of these little mirages here? A battle when we were a kid? These are the three that tried to stop us earlier when we were doing the first. When we had that one flashback, was it these three kids? Like, we beat up 2 of them now. So, were they stopping us from reaching our father and our mom for training because of what we had done in the past? Unlock the air glider.
I was wondering when you'd recall how to spring the automaton air gliders.
To use the wings, jump off something high up, and then press and hold jump to activate the wings. You control how you fly with the navigation controls. Pushing downward increases your speed. Okay, let's summon our goo glider again. Alright, and we'll see what treasure awaits us underneath that. Yeah, there's a lot of different mechanics here. I was talking about the framework. There's a lot of this is pretty much exactly what we had before, but worse. So let's go ahead and break that down. There's a good framework here for the game. It feels like things are working. They have like a quest system. The combat works. It feels like it needs a little more work, but it's fun. Maybe needs some more balancing work too, but still, it's there, and it's good. But it feels like all of it needs some more. Again, it needs more time in the oven. It needs to be cooked a little bit more before it was, I think, released out onto the world. And I don't think I would have paid $60 for the game. $30. Probably, but in truth, if my brother Dave hadn't bought me this game, so again, this game was never on my radar. I didn't even know this game existed. I had no clue it was coming out, and even if I did, I probably would not have purchased it for no other reason than I already have a game like this. I had The Witcher 3, and just like The Witcher 3, I avoided any information about it. Well, unlike this game, I knew that game was a game that was coming out. Wait, I thought we just picked up a pad. Okay, it must be... Actually, can I break this down? Wait, I can't scrap this? Why? Is this used for, like, some important quest thing? I bet you it must be. Yeah, it must be. Okay, we must have to go underwater at some point. That must have... Or maybe the game had that as, like, some option, but it wasn't implemented yet. If I go to my main hand... The option to dismantle the old world clonk fist isn't even there, unlike the diver's helmet. Is the diver helmet just treasure? Oh, is it the item for... Is that... I don't understand. Was that the item that Gulp wants? I guess maybe that's what it is. Alright, I do see these 2 oysters. Let's grab them. I think we'll go back to Gulp, and then we'll call the session there. And then maybe in the next episode, maybe we'll try actually reaching the first boss, and we'll try fighting it just to see what that's like, and then we'll call it a game wrapped up at that point. So if I'm going back to Gulp, let's see. Is that incompleted? No. I don't understand. Alright, so I guess we're not supposed to go back then to Gulp. Really? I feel like we're supposed to. Alright, well then let's... Should we just stop here? It feels like we've been playing for an hour already. What else is there? What else is around me really quick? Oh, you know what? I should be using this to determine what to do. Alright, we have a fry sparker here. So let's mark that. Actually, we'll just track that quest. And let's do that. And then we'll call the session. So let's look. So that is pretty high up. We already interact with that. Well, no problem. We can... Actually, I don't know how we get up there. Let's see. So this is one of those times which I think I will be willing to run. Oh, I think we came down this path before? No, we did not. So, I guess let's talk about random stuff. So, one of the reasons why I like walking everywhere is it forces me to understand where I am in the game world and get my bearings with things I've seen before. Like, so, guard posts or where certain creatures are. I'll have a good understanding of where I am in relation to everything else if I walk around. I kind of miss the requirement of this for a lot of the old games. Like Quest for Glory's going into the woods or the forest really required you to understand how many screens you've been at, or recognizing certain landmarks so you knew where you were in relation to where other things were in the world. All this fast travel, I really feel like ruins a lot of that. But I can see why, I guess people these days, though, they don't want to waste time just walking back and forth between places. They'd rather spend time fighting or enjoying other aspects of the game, and just walking. I guess just walking everywhere would be kind of boring. Oh, well. Yeah, we're just stick with guns. I'm sorry about the scarfs. I'm sorry. I mean, take the candy. Like taking candy from the baby. Poor guy. Yeah, ranged weapon firepower seems far superior to melee. I guess if you want a more difficult game, then melee seems like would be your cup of tea. You don't have much time at all to react to what the enemy plans on doing for the QTEs. And there's almost no time to react between this figuring out if it's doing a normal, like a grab, a kick that you can't block, or an attack that you can counter or block. They need to make the ranged combat maybe as difficult as that. Because otherwise, whenever I fight one of these big creatures, I'm going to whip out the rifle because it's much more reliable and much easier.
You hit a crossway. Decisions, decisions.
Thingamajig broker, old world. Okay, so this is another ancient ruin. What's a causeway? Guess we're gonna find out. So someone lived up here. You know, for the companies that were here, like their employees, they seem to live rather simple lives. Like, not a whole lot of technology. Lots of books here, too. Yes! Open the thing! Oh, do I need the clunk fist? Nope. Okay, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Let's go back to this then. Okay, for a Zion Blade. So that circle is totally right here. And it's just garbage. More criticism. I know I probably should, but I'm gonna. The game really needs something to let you just break down the item you just picked up. That seems, I don't know. A lot of the stuff I'm going to be picking up, I'm good. This looks terrible too. We're just gonna break it down for scrap. And it'd be really nice to have the instantly scrap this button, so I don't have to navigate to the inventory to do that with the thing instead. I like the drawings and the wallpaper of this. I like the curtains. How the plants have taken over the structure. Garbage stock. So it's oh, hello, another fry sparker.
Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work.
Yeah! Piece of cake.
It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away.
We need level 10 for it, unfortunately. But that looks like an amazing part for a gun. So I'm even less now inclined to use a melee weapon. Let's break down our Abilis cap because that's garbage. So it looks like there's 2 other things to find in this location. Let's find them and then we'll wrap it up. Despite their simple lives, and what looks like simple might be the wrong term to use. It looks like they didn't care much for technology, and it looks like they wouldn't have much waste either. Hey, it's firewood here, so they're not using like oil furnaces or ovens, wood stoves. Let's look. Anything up here? Oh, this would have been the perfect place to hide something. But there's nothing here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Snuggler Slurp, you and your friends down there are going to have to give me a reason why I should go down there. Because I... Ooh, you're frightening looking. I really like the look of you. You're really scary. It's a good thing I'm not ever stepping down there to fight you. It's pretty clever. It too is not going to come up. Oh, not come up here. It's not going to leave the cover. Okay, we're not hitting it. All right, let's do it. And I miss immediately. Looks like his friend doesn't care about him whatsoever, so I'm glad for that. Oh, and nothing on him. Did we save you? How does the fire beacon work? I'll be sure to look for your mother. That must be a mind reader that we... Oh, gonna kill ya! No! It's right in front of you! Oh, the bird fell through the world. Okay, so I guess we'll just search the rest of this really quick, and then we'll call it a session. Let's see. I'm not interested in that shoulder pad.
Eye boxes like this are few and far between. However, that's no great loss. Talking pictures from the aforetimes lacked a message.
What do I do here?
As the eye box broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the fields.
Looks like they were just beginning to realize that other creatures were beginning to be formed by their by the wastes that they had. Alright everyone, so there's one more thing to find, but I think we'll just stop here. And I think we will record one more vid where we'll go and try to fight the boss after all. Maybe we're too low level, or maybe it requires more work to be done in order for me to reach it. But we'll see how far I can get in that process. And well, if we're able to fight it and we win, great. If we fight it and we lose a bunch of times, great as well. But we'll wrap up this entire playlist with that last fight. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then. Take care, everyone.